Hello and welcome to the emisCAD video that describes how to prepare the emisCAD demonstration machine. The virtual machine is to be hosted by VMware Workstation Player 12. If you do not have access to that software or do not wish to use that software, we do offer a Microsoft Hyper-V version, so please refer to that video. So we're going to start with the installation of VMware Workstation Player 12. It's very straightforward to install. We need to run the setup program as the administrator on your computer. Please check the system requirements that accompany this video to make sure that your laptop or your computer will be sufficient to host the virtual machine. So I'm just going to quickly go through the installer. I've accelerated the video here so we don't have to wait too long for it to complete. Okay, so the software has installed, and the next stage is to extract the virtual machine that we've provided on a USB stick in a compressed format. Now I'm just going to preview the content here. We will supply 7-zip as a zip program if you wish to use that rather than the inbuilt extractor. I've also included the YouTube videos, and here we can see the compressed virtual machine. So all we need to do now is copy the content of that compressed file into or onto your C drive. So we've just skipped the wait for the compression to complete. It'll take about 5 minutes to extract on a modern computer. So now we can open it within VMware Workstation 12 Player. We just open the virtual machine and locate it in the browser here. Now the first thing we need to do is just review the configuration settings of the virtual machine, primarily the amount of memory that we allocate to the virtual machine. And looking on this computer, it's got a maximum of 8 GB, so we can't actually allow the virtual machine to have 8 GB of RAM, so I'm going to reduce it to a bare minimum of about 5 GB. Now we can play the virtual machine, and you must say that you moved it so that it retains the internal identifier, and we'll just accelerate the start of the computer, and we're going to log on. Now we do that through the player menu here, or you can use the shortcut keys Control-Alt-Insert. Enter the demo username and password. The password will be supplied. Now the very first time the virtual machine is started, it's going to recognize the fact that it's on different hardware, different host hardware, and it will update its drivers accordingly, after which we have to restart the virtual machine. So I'm just going to do that now. Rather than do it through this dialog here, I'm going to do it through the player menu. So it's power option restart guest. So yes, we want to confirm, and we'll just accelerate the video now to get to the point where we can log on again. And again we do send Control-Alt-Delete through the player menu, or Control-Alt+Insert at the keyboard. Enter the username and password, and we're then presented with the desktop. Now the first thing we need to check are the services, SQL Server, which is the database server, and the reporting services are actually running. So we just go to the administrative tools, services, and we'll just scroll down until we find SQL Server. and SQL Server reporting services, and we can see they are started. They should automatically start, so it's just a bit on braces check just to make sure that we don't have any problems later. So now I'm going to start emis. Now, because we've booted this up from cold, we need to allow time for the system to cache information into memory. Now, this really is linked to the way the Microsoft Web Services function as well as SQL Server, so we'll need to give it a little bit of time the first time we actually start the virtual machine for those services to be ready. So once they're ready, we can just verify that we can actually run a report. We know the web services are okay because we can see the dashboard here. Now, rather than shut down the computer, you can suspend the computer so that the next time we come in, it will be ready to go pretty much as soon as you've restarted it. So I've just suspended it, and now we're going to launch VMware Workstation Player again and select the virtual machine and then play the virtual machine, and it will restart from its suspended state much faster than as if it were from a cold start. And there we go, you're now ready to start working with the demo computer. If you have any questions, please contact Stanbury's support, and please refer to the YouTube videos for guidance.